All through my childhood, I hated them. Found them very not attractive.
You like to talk about Toro when you're in bed?
No, I don't like to talk about Torah at all.
Okay.
It reminds me of my past. I stopped saying the Shema because it started reminding me of my past. It's the first time in like 29 years that I've done that.
When did you stop?
A few months ago.
Crap, Luke, that's a green light. She's giving you all the signs. Ouch. Big beard equals large.
Did you read it so cool? I'm just kidding. Do they know that we've been friends for like 3 years and it's never happened?
Totally professional. Totally 613 all the way. Shemer Nagia.
Sherman,
Well, pretty much.
we hug.
We hug, but nothing more.
Yeah, true. That. It's not Shermanagia though, because Shermanagia more means like the because people can still be Shomer and people will hug.
Right.
They have like
We
different
don't mess
standards.
around.
Yes, no.
Only verbally.
Only verbally, indeed. I will admit to that. Only verbally. Well, you and I can like really shoot it, you know.
Yeah.
You and I know what to say to each other.
Yeah.
Who's have witty remarks to say?
Would you say Jewish or non-Jewish men are better in bed, in your experience?
I don't know. I've had pretty good non-Jews recently. Yeah. So non-Jewish men, they're not selfish.
Yeah.
They're not selfish. I've been with Jewish men that are very selfish and bad. Like, these guys are not selfish at all. This is from recent experience. It feels really good in my face. What else are people asking?
How did we meet? We met at a J-Connect LA function.
No, it was
February.
Oneg Shabbos.
Oneg Shabbat
Yeah.
in February of 08.
Yeah, that's right. Remember that? That's awesome. Good for you. Ha! I remember that. Great. Yeah, that's what you did.
And you told a mutual friend of ours, "Oh, so-and-so, he's great in bed."
Well, no. Can I tell the story?
Yeah, don't mention names.
Well, my ex-roommate...
Make up names.
My ex-roommate, Danielle,
Yeah.
who I adored. Well, here's the thing, right? When I first met her, I didn't know a lot about her. I knew she was quiet, and I heard that we were similar. So I tried to get to know her. But, before I got on my really good medication, I was very Tourette'sy. And I still speak my mind. But
Yeah.
I probably, at this point, would not have done what I've done now, being who I am, as opposed to who I was then.
Yeah.
And when we met at a Shabbos dinner. And, I had no filter on my mouth. Like, now I at least have a small filter. But we were meeting at a Shabbos dinner. We're sitting together. And we started playing Jewish geography. And she said, "You know a lot of guys in Orange County?" I said, this guy, yeah. And I said, David Barrera? David Barrera was an ex-boyfriend of mine. And, I dated him for a little while. And she said, yeah, I know him. I didn't realize that David Barrera at the time was her boyfriend.
Right.
So I said, "Oh, that guy is so good in bed." I said something like that. Like, something like she says it always better. But I said something like to that. And
Yeah,
she
he's
was
great
like,
in bed.
she was just like in shock. And like,
Yeah.
she just wasn't sure if she should tell me he was my
Yeah.
boyfriend. He was her boyfriend. And I said, when she told me, I was like, "Oh, don't worry. I mean, I'm not interested or anything like that." What else can I say? I don't know. But we are best friends now. She just got engaged, you know that?
Yeah.
I congratulated them.
Yeah.
Dude, I ate something very non-kosher the other night.
What did you eat?
Can I say it on
Yeah,
camera?
you can say it on camera.
I've been experimenting with non-kosher food because all my life I felt like it was poison. Like, I was really,
Right.
really scared of non-kosher food. So me and Danielle, we went
Yeah.
out to dinner, all of us, and Danielle's eating shrimp now. And I was like, "Oh, you eating shrimp?" She's like, "Yeah, Allison, you should try it." And I was like, I'm freaking out, a little bit. So they put one on my plate, and I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna eat it together." And I'm like, "I'm gonna die." I'm like, 1, 2, 3. And like, because it's like I'm freaking out, like mentally, like I totally have the gag reflex. I can't even enjoy it. Like, I could totally, but they can't tell, but I could totally feel myself like, I'm gonna gag. But I was okay. I mean, I swallowed, I drank while I was fine. I was fine. And but and they're like, how was it? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know how it is. I was freaking out too much. I said, oh no, it was fine. I really didn't know. My first piece of shellfish I've ever eaten in my life.
Have you eaten any chazer?
Pig?
Yeah.
By accident.
So not intentionally?
No, not intentionally. Totally by accident. It was in something.
Yeah.
It was like in a small, like little appetizing burrito. And I was eating, I thought it was just cheese and beans.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed there was meat in there. But like I didn't want to spit. I mean, it was around people. I didn't want to spit. So I just swallowed and I said to a friend, I said, could you find out what's in this? And he found out, and it was a sausage. But I didn't really, you know, people ask, so how was it? I'm like, I don't know, because I don't know. It wasn't like I enjoyed it or anything. It was by accident. I haven't tried it since. I don't, even, no matter how non-kosher I get, honestly, I just have no interest.
Yeah.
I have no, I like Babe in the movie Babe. You know, a pig. I want a pet pig named Babe.
Yeah. So how strong are your legs?
Extremely. I'm a cyclist. I'm a competitive cyclist. Like, I do hills twice a week. I'm really strong. My legs are probably the strongest part of my body.
So which Central Americans do you think make the best Shabbos guys? Guatemalans, Costa Ricans?
I don't know any. I don't know any.
You didn't have Shabbos guys growing up?
No. I grew up in Israel, and our lights were all on timer.
Okay.
Never needed Shabbos guy. But you know what? I was in Hancock Park, actually, maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, and they had a Shabbos guy come in. It was one of the students, like, from across the way, and he was really hot. And I was like, hello. And, like, I was like, that makes a good Shabbos guy. He was blonde and blue-eyed. He wasn't South American. Sorry.
So do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
And
I think I take comfort in the fact that there's a stronger presence that's, you know, that looks after me.
Yeah.
Because I almost got into a really severe car accident the other day. Almost. I was this close. And at the last minute, the guy moved. And I was like, I must be doing something right. Okay.
How tall are you?
5'6".
5'6". Do you fear God?
I don't know. I mean, like, I love God. I think God's great. The thing is, if I start fearing God, here's the thing, right? All my life I thought if I turned a light on Shabbos, I'd be struck by lightning. I seriously did. I thought that if I intentionally broke Shabbos to break it, that God, you know, like the first time I drove in a car on Shabbat, I thought God is going to make me get into a severe car accident because I'm breaking Shabbos.
Yeah.
So I have to be honest, like, I break Shabbat all the time. I work on Shabbat. Like, I don't, it's where I make a lot of my money. Like, I probably consider, to Jewish standards, no, I don't fear God. But my own standards, yeah, I mean, I fear, like, not being a good person and not, you know, like, loving my fellow man will lead me to bad stuff, you know? Like, not being a good person, not treating people the way I want to be treated. Yeah, I'm fearful that bad karma will come my way and treat me bad. Yeah.
Do you believe God gave the Torah?
Yes. I do.
Do you believe it's still obligatory on us today as Jews?
Yeah, but I don't think that God wants me to do stuff that makes me miserable.
Yeah.
I felt miserable being an Orthodox Jew.
Yeah.
Miserable. I mean, I couldn't make myself happy. I couldn't understand. I tell you all the time, I couldn't understand why everybody was so happy to be a religious Jew, and I was so miserable.
Yeah.
Thank you for the arrows, hot.
Yes.
No, but like, you know, like, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I said there's something wrong with me, because all my life I've been like this. So, you know, but I recognize that I need to live the life that life is so short. I have no time to be miserable.
Yeah.
I have no time to be miserable.
Are you happier being secular?
I am.
Much happier?
I am much happier.
How miserable were you as an Orthodox Jew?
Depressed. Very depressed. I think also I was just depressed in general. I had a lot of depression issues and stuff, but like, I just thought, you know, every event I went to, it's so depressing for me. You know, everything you know, like, I thought, you know, like, I just didn't feel like the love and the fire for Yiddishkeit, you know?
Right.
So